Yeah, we can hear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have
okay,
our mute our mics, and you can start the speech.
okay. Who am I? I am not a doctor of allopathy, nor a doctor of Ayurveda, nor a doctor of homeopathy, nor a doctor of Unani. I am not a naturalist, neither a yoga therapist. I am a forester. I am a retired forest officer. I wonder why I am here. Because of my long Shivambu Upasana, I think I have been called here. Anyway, I am now 86 years and I am having Shivambu experience for last 35 years. Well, friends, I started first on 1639. That is nearly 34 and 35 years back. And still that I am having the same program. Anyway, friends, I am here because of my experience and some of my experiments. Well, I hope this is my second exposure to you. My first exposure was on 31st of October, exactly 3 months back. I may be repeating my experience. Please excuse me for the same. But there are many new members who have come. I may be able to give the information for their knowledge. Okay. I have written my date 16th February in golden letters. Why anybody should follow such a therapy for such a long time? Unless it benefits, no one can do it. I have been benefited with this. Well, friends, I am not a researcher. I am an extension officer. My basic training is in agriculture, and there is one subject, extension. Extend the ideas to the people. So, with that background, I was taken in Department of Social Forestry from my forest department. And during my tenure as a social forester, my training in extension has helped me a lot so that I could achieve my objective. The extension forestry was created by the department of the forest to save the forest because there is a lot pressure on the regular forest by the people for their firewood demands, fodder demand, small timber demand, and this couldn't be fulfilled by the regular forest. So they should raise their own forest produce and fulfill their own demand. And that is why I was posted as a extension officer, a joint director in social forestry. This was absolutely new program for us. We foresters never meet the people. We have to be with the tribals or the forest contractors. That is what our contact with the general public. But when we were told to raise forest outside the forest, where we have no land, and the landowner is somebody different, a private owner or other government departments, to convince them to plant trees for their needs, it was a hell of a time for us. But my background of extension has given me boost, and I started with my program with the slogans why I am my department has been created. We have created four slogans, particularly in Marathi, that सामाजिक वनीकरण तयार करू सरपण. Why सामाजिक वनीकरण? Why this social forestry? We want to create a firewood. We want to create a fodder. We want to create a small timber, and we'll bring the forest fruits to the public. And I got stencil made, and every village wall was painted with this slogan. so that people would know that there is a new department has been created by government to raise the tree. But to convince individual, it is a difficult. So I couldn't when our people used to go in the village and call the meeting, nobody would come. So we thought over it, and we thought, yes, school children are the representative of the every house. So they are future of our nation. So we'll convince them the importance of the trees. And we started with the students. We started to catch them young. And I with my colleagues, my friends, and my juniors and my subordinates, we involved schools first in social forestry. And these school going boys, when we here in Maharashtra, there is one program every Ashadi Ekadashi and Kartik Ekadashi. There is a Pandharpur. Nearly 7 lakh people go to Pandharpur walking 250 to 260 kilometers. That is they call as a dindi. So we organize dindi in the school of the tree planting, which are the very auspicious trees like people, like a neem or audumbar, or for that matter parijat. And we used to talk to the students, and villagers would come to the temple, and there we conduct the meeting, and we used to talk to them, okay, these trees are here for you, your students will raise this ceiling for you, you demand your ceiling and we plant. And for your information, my program was so grand success, and for that I have been awarded by government of India Indira Priyadarshini Ukshamita Award, which is a prestigious award. I was the only forest officer in 1986. I got this award at the hands of Honorable late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ji. My other program, which I mentioned in today's note in Hindi, and I thank Purvi, she translated it in English. The village gave the slogans to the nation to develop the wasteland. How to develop the wasteland? That we call it Charai Bandi, Kurhad Bandi, Pani Bandi, Aag Bandi, and social contact of the people. Charai Bandi means closure to grazing. In our country, rains are not yearly, so they are seasonal, and we get growth in that season, and cattle go for grazing. They trample the natural vegetation that is coming. So stop grazing during that period. Then another problem, to cut the trees for fuel wood, to stop the collard. Then water is most important, and water is also needed for trees. So we conserve every drop of the water in the forest which we want to develop. And whatever we get, the biomass, that has to be protected. And during summers and late winters, that becomes a barud, that becomes a forest fire problem. So all these programs were accepted by famous Anna Hazare ji. He visited my village. Then then another minister, Vanarai Samsthapak, Mohan Daria ji, and many people. Here in Maharashtra, there is a Adarsh Gaon Yojana headed by these people. They have accepted all these slogans. Anyway, this is quite long. I don't want to indulge much here. But with this background of my extension, I am seeing that I have already circulated one crazy note, crazy idea in our group. And my idea is that the person who is producing urine must know the importance of urine, because myself have been benefited, and everybody, urine therapist who is benefited, he has to talk to others. He feels the urge to talk to the person who is suffering from any problem. And we must have a scientific knowledge, but everybody can't be expert in scientific knowledge. I am an extension worker. I can dissipate the ideas among the people. That is my idea. Anyway, friends, uh, then I am following this auto urine therapy for last 35. What exactly I do? See, I am a now 86 years. Up till 75 years, I used to go to bed at 10:30 or quarter to 11 and get up at 5:30. I used to sleep throughout the night, and in the 5:30 I will collect my urine and drink it. But because of the old age, I have no sleep continuously. So I go to bed at 10:30, get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Nearly 4 hours sound sleep I get first, and I have to get up for urination. Afterwards, every hour or 1.5 hours, I have to urinate. I collect it, all the urine in a mug. This is a plastic mug, and this is nearly 800 or 700 ml. And when I get up at 5:30, all my body fluid has been removed with this urine. So I must replace it, and I drink all these things. I want urine therapy easiest way. Dabar Tantra explains there are many types of containers, but I think there was no plastic. I am using this plastic container from the date I started urine, and I am drinking this urine at 5:30. Then I have got a book of acupressure. I practice some acupressure practices. Then afterwards, as I have attended the Ananda Kund, and as I was trained by Dr. Shashi Patil, how to take exercise, how to do pranayam, how to do yogasana. And again, I repeated. Now, recently, I have attended 10 days course at Anand Kund. Same thing I am repeating. I do exercise, and that is up to 8 o'clock. I do pranayam, I do yogasana, and up to 8 o'clock, this Shivambu which I have taken is creating its own advantage. It is cleaning my guts, whole my digestion is cleared, and usually I go for uh, emptying my bowels 3 to 4 times. I empty it, and I am happy with that. After that, I brush with the Shivambu. I don't use any tooth, toothpaste to brush it. I take a pinch of the Shivambu. I just brush it with the brush and massage my teeth and other parts. Then I take a I use my soap and brush for saving my self. After saving, I use my urine as a lotion, and then meanwhile I also collect my own urine for my further program. My bathing is a very long process. When you all know the urine is the only one item, but it can be used in many ways. Unfortunately, roundabout there is a very polluted air, and you breathe all sort of pollution. You eat all sort of polluted food, or you drink water. So first thing, what I do with this urine, I drink urine through my nose, as everybody has practiced. Then I gargle my throat with urine. Then here is this is Nashya Patra. With this, I do neti of with Shivambu, and then as the people do oil pulling, while taking bath, I take a Shivambu in my mouth. I just pull it throughout the time. Then I smear my whole body with the Shivambu from top to bottom, top to toe, and massage it. And I allow the urine to soak in my skin. I do exercise of my eyes during this period, nearly 10-15. Then I take a bath with the warm water, and I don't use soap. I have not used soap up till now for last 35 years. My urine is my soap, my antiseptic material. Now I must tell you my secret of my skin. Yes, I am using a lemon juice with rose water and this glycerin. This glycerin, this is rose water, and this is a katora, and this is a lemon. This lemon juice with the glycerin drops. With this, after my bath, I smear whole my body, and that has kept my skin moisturized throughout, and I have not any problem of old age. My skin is very smooth. That is what I am doing. And here is my another equipment. With this, I wash my eyes with the Shivambu. And sometime this is a dropper. I put this dropper below my tongue, 5 drops. If I don't get this, I use this cotton scrap and I squeeze it under my tongue. Many during the daytime, I do Shivambu neti with this pot 1 or 2 times. For your information, I don't waste my drop of Shivambu. I collect it if it is more. I collect Shivambu in these plastic bottles and use it. This is my 15 days old Shivambu. When I don't get Shivambu for my massaging, I use it. Sometimes what I do, I collect all my Shivambu and put in a bucket and put some hot water and I put my legs there. My foot had a cracks, but because of the Shivambu, those have gone. My foot are very clean and this sort of thing. Anyway, this is one side of using Shivambu myself. But sometimes I may not get a clean bowel in the morning. Then afternoon I collect my Shivambu and whatever quantum I get, nearly half a mug, I drink it in the evening and that cleans my bowel in the evening. Anyway, that is what I am doing now. What is my future plan? I am now 86. I don't know. Nature has given me how many breaths, but I am going to talk only about Shivambu, Yoga, Nisargopchar to maximum number of people. And another thing, I am using this excess Shivambu as a fertilizer. If everybody's urine is collected and used as a fertilizer in our country now boasts the most populated country, 142 crores of population. We have exceeded the sorry population of China, and everybody produces 1 to 1.5 liter of the urine a day, and in a 500 liters in a year, and throughout the 70-80 years, you can calculate how much urine we are producing. This can be used for health purpose. This can be used for fertilizer purpose. Anyway, then friends, I am also thinking I have I came to know the miracle tree, that is Moringa miracle tree, that we call it in Marathi Sevga Sahajan. these are these are the leaves of this Moringa tree, and Moringa tree is very well known to our South Indian brothers and sisters. Sorry, I'll take some water. Ah, okay. Are you getting bored? Should I? Purvi, should I continue or you want to ask
Yeah,
me
sir.
something?
Yeah, sir.
No, no,
Continue.
Chavanji,
Continue.
we are enjoying your talk. We are enjoying your talk.
Continue,
We are
sir.
enjoying.
Okay. Well, that is what I am doing now with Shivambu. And I have told you my future plans. I want to talk about Shivambu to everybody. Everybody doesn't follow it. If they follow it, they benefit it. If they don't follow it, I don't lose anything. If they follow it, I don't get anything. So it is my object that I will be talking to the people. That is why I am just forwarding many messages regarding Shivambu on very various many numbers of the WhatsApp groups, so that many people should know it. I don't know how many people are reading it, but I feel that it is going to them, and they may read it and they may be benefited. Okay, my aim is, as I have already talked through my idea, that crazy idea. All 800 crores of the population of the world should know they are having their perfect medicine with them, and that they should. Hello. And they should use for their health, and they should use it for their agriculture. High aim that I am having, and they say that low aim is a crime. So I want whole world to know the miracle of urine therapy. That is what I am my dream, but I don't know how can I achieve it. Anyway, to convince our own people is very difficult. Last time, Jaladharan has convinced all his family members, and they are all followers of vegetarian theory. I congratulate him. I again congratulate him for convincing his own people. And it is very difficult
Thank you,
for
sir.
it is very difficult for us to convince our own people. How can we convince others? Anyway,
Thanks.
friends, now unfortunately, present treatment available is very costly. And World Health Organization has already said that treatment in India, present treatment through allopathy, is not within the limit of the poor people or middle class people. If they go for it, they are pushed below the poverty line. Nobody would like to go to the hospital. They don't go to hospital for enjoyment. They don't want to go to doctor. They don't want to go to medical shop. But can they have an alternative? Yes, urine therapy is an alternative. I am preparing a information booklet for these people. My future plan is that Arogyachi Gurukuli, that is in Marathi, a key to the health through Shivambu, and that I want to print it and give it to the ailing person and his family members. And I have the experience of my own. In my Bangalore, there is a couple, caretaker couple with us. Unfortunately, their two sons were admitted in the hospital before Diwali, and the poor fellow has to spend 50,000 rupees. I have handed over him that booklet of Shivambu, and it is so easy for him. He started practicing it. He said that, sir, I am feeling very light. I am happy. I will talk to my family members. In future, I have got a key to my health, and give me the booklets. I will distribute. He is a barber. He says that lot patients are lot customers are coming to cut their hair. Anyway, but that is what my further idea is. And I know I am a well paid pensioner. I know the value of the money now, and I want to spend all my money in future for propagating civilization, going to save our earth from pollution. What usually we do, we go to urinate in the commode, and you flush the water. And once you flush the water, 10, 8 to 10 liters of water is used to wash your commode. And usually we seniors, we go for 8 to 10 times for urination during 24 hours. So we waste 80 to 100 liters of very valuable water, which has come to your tap, and you have to pay to from your nose. So saving this water and reducing the sewage is also an important thing. And all our municipalities are not able to treat the sewage. They just throw it in the drain, and there it goes to the rivers. Rivers are polluted, and our health is at jeopardized. Anyway, but this will be saving us. Our Minister Gadkari, he has used the Shivambu as a fertilizer in his garden in Delhi. He has written, he has talked many conferences that if we collect all the urines of Indian people, we'll be saving 60,000 crores of rupees for importing the chemical to produce the fertilizer. And using modern fertilizer and modern insecticide, there is a cancer train running from Punjab to Rajasthan to treat the cancer patient. Unfortunately, there is a very sad news that future there will be tsunami of cancer, particularly in India, and how to tackle this problem. The biggest problem today is obesity. World Health Organization has warned the world that obesity is the greatest hurdle for your health. Obesity not only the fatness, but it brings a lot of its friends like heart problem, arthritis, or cancer even. And the people, why are they obese? They have left the natural food habit, and their tongue, they are caring for their tongue. And if we don't control this obesity, and it will be difficult for us. World Health Organization said that 75% people in America are obese. Likewise, 50% people in India are obese. When I was at Anandakund, and there were quite 3, 4 young boys below 30 taking the treatment at Anandakund. I asked them, why are you here? They said that we are very bulky people. We want to reduce our weight. And this is the trend of modern living. These young boys, they are well placed in the society, but they have no exercise and they have no control over the eating. They have become obese. And it is good sign that young people are coming to Anandakund, getting their weight reduced, and the theory part of it and practically part of it. They will be now following the autoimmune therapy for their betterment for their remaining life. That is why I always say our group members are suggesting the treatment to the person. Anybody asks, I am having this problem. I am of the opinion that person has come to you at the fag end because he has failed in getting the treatment through allopathy or other therapies. And he came to you, and we immediately suggested. I am of the opinion, no, I should. We must go to the root cause of it. Why he is suffering from this? Yeah, what habit he has developed in the past. So we must get detailed information from the patient for his ailment and cause, and we can then suggest the thing. For that, I have already suggested a format and which is circulated for the patient and for the information of we expert in autoimmune therapy. So that is what I say. Actually, our groups are so big groups, and there are many group captains, admins. Unfortunately, I don't know how many admins are attending all these meetings. I request them. Why? Because they are admitting the patient, admitting the person in the group. So they should know the details. They should know what our experts are talking about this thing. And that is only a day in a week, 1.5 hour or 2 hours. And our friends, Rajaram and Basumaji, are organizing this. And Luisa is helping us to get the orators, the person who can deliver the lecture. So, my opinion, I request all the admins in the group to attend such meeting so that the person who is talking will get the encouragement and their own problem. Anyway, friends, that is what I was to talk to you. Anyway, When I was at Anandakund, I saw one book that is a frequently asked questions, and that is very important book. That is in Marathi and Hindi. If that book is converted into all the languages, it will be a very nice material for us to explain to the particular patient or person who wants to go for the autoimmune therapy. So I have requested our members if anybody can translate them in our Indian languages, that will be a good tool for us extension workers. That is one thing I have asked in our group. And I have already circulated my crazy idea. Let us see how can we go about this. So how do we go for propagation of Suambu therapy? As I have said, catch them young, our young people. And that is why I have circulated one note today that is in Hindi and that is converted into English by Purvi. If we talk about the Shivambu's importance, fortunately, Dr. B.V. Courage's statement, if a child is given Shivambu right from the birth, it will turn out to be a computer baby genius with extraordinary intellect. That is most important, and that is if we talk to the students, they definitely follow it. And through them, hello, 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 somebody please.
Somebody unmuted.
Okay,
Please
there
mute.
is a disturbance. Sometime it happens. And anyway, well, friends, so that is the urine therapy. Urine therapy is for everybody. The man who produces urine, the woman. My request in our world, 50% are of our sisters and mothers. They have got their own problems, unfortunately. So many mothers and sisters who are following urine therapy, they have to take a responsibility of conveying the importance of urine therapy to them. Purvi, Luisa, they are all doing it. I congratulate them. But there are many members. They should talk to the ladies member. So it is difficult for the gent member to talk before the ladies about the urine therapy. Anyway, any problem? Or now I close it here. I can welcome the questions. I will look to it if they are there. I will see that what. Yes, there are 14 comments. Let me see. He died at the age of 88 on 20th January in Delhi following the swine flu infection. I don't know who is. This message, he died at the age of 88. I don't know whose message it is. I don't know.
Mr. Chavan, I have a question.
1 minute. I will go through this already written here. George Fernandez, ex-minister, was a Shivambu user. What happened with him in the latter stage? That latter stage, despite taking Shivambu. Is Raju Gupta ji, not only George Fernandez, Morarji Desai, Devilal ji, Jivanlal Mehta, okay, Jagjivan Mehta. He died at the age of 88, 29 February in Delhi following the swine flu infection. Okay. The yes, Chavanji, we have got a lot of youngsters like Rohitji, Jivanji to take our work. Oh, so thank you. Thank you.